Just the thought made everyone shudder with terror. Volume 7, Chapter 20. The Kalavinka Navy, the so-called key to the golden age of sea exploration for the kingdom, was helpless against the demon horde. From the sky, from the sea, tens of thousands of demons continued attacking the port. The moment the sky demons started swooping toward them from the sky, the hussars under Zask Kelvin vanquished all thoughts of holding the front line. They knew that their spears would be useless against flying enemies. All that they could do right now was retreat. "Fall back!" roared Zask Kelvin. "We're retreating!" With trained movements, the hussars maneuvered their horses and skillfully evaded the attacks coming from the sky. They spurred their mounts forward, and under the leadership of Zask, retreated toward the duchy. "Wait, brother!" shouted Kalavinka. His arms wrapped around his brother's torso as he rode the same mount. He looked back at the Commodore's fleet that had been desperately fighting against the parasitic demons until now. "We can't just leave like this! The port! What will happen to the port?" The boy sounded so desperate. Zask Kelvin had not expected his little brother to be this adamantly against their retreat. "Kalavinka," said Zask, "in situations like these, it's fine to be a coward. You read the message delivered by the Commodore, didn't you?" "But brother, we still have several hundred hussars under your command. If we escape—" "Stop being stubborn!" snarled Zask. As he'd thought, despite his skills in naval warfare, his little brother was still a kid, a naive one at that. Zask said firmly, "We can't turn back now. If we do, we'll be wasting those men's sacrifice." Kalavinka couldn't find words to refute that statement. Deep inside, he knew that his brother was right. Those men, they stalled for time despite knowing the fate awaiting them. The very thought squeezed Kalavinka's heart. "Luckily, the Lancaster army is currently stationed in the Kelvin Duchy, thanks to the previous decree of His Majesty to support the Navy. The other nobles will send their soldiers soon. All we need to do is wait. We should be safe there," said Zask. "Hold on tight. Never let go, no matter what." Kalavinka tightened his embrace on his brother's back. The horses galloped in the direction of the duchy. Behind them, the parasitic demons desperately chased after the retreating hussars. Although the humanoid tentacled monsters were surprisingly fast, their speed was still not enough to catch up to the hussars' mounts. The only real threat was the demons flying in the sky. Dozens of sky demons swooped toward the retreating army, one after another. Like a hawk hunting its prey, they grabbed the hussars using their talons and lifted them toward the sky, never to be seen again. "Ah! Help me! Get off me! Shit! There's too many of them! Commander, your orders, please!" Despite their skills as horsemen, the hussars were unable to evade all of the sky demons' attacks. Although the hussars were feared on land, they'd never been trained how to deal with attacks from the sky. Zask gnashed his teeth. He knew that at this rate their army would be annihilated before they could even reach the duchy. Should they make a small detachment to serve as a rear guard for their retreating army? No, that would be suicide. It would be impossible for them to attract the attention of the whole flock. As he was contemplating on his next move, the boy, tightly embracing his back, spoke. "Brother, we should take a detour," said Kalavinka. He almost bit his tongue while talking. Their mount continued to gallop on uneven ground. "A detour," said Zask. He removed one hand from the rein, unsheathed his sword, and stabbed the sky demon that tried grabbing him from above. The sky demon shrieked, flapped its wings, and retreated to the sky. "Yes," said Kalavinka. "Instead of heading straight to the duchy, it'd be better to go north, toward the Leonard School instead." Unlike Lancaster Kelvin, who treated Kalavinka as a puppet, Zask believed in the abilities of his little brother. He asked, "Leonard School? The territory of that grumpy old man?" Leonard School was a martial arts school located in the territory of the former Baron Zachariah. Along with the military academy and the magic academy, it was one of the 3 most popular schools of the kingdom. "There's nothing but grassland from here all the way to the duchy," pointed out Kalavinka. "But it's different if we head a bit north, toward Viscount Zachariah's territory. Now that we've outrun the land monsters, the only threat to our survival are those monsters in the sky. A forest. We need to enter one." Zask finally understood what Kalavinka was trying to achieve from this detour. Indeed, they were extremely disadvantaged when dealing with the sky demons while running on grassland. They would be nothing but easy, moving targets until they arrived at the duchy. But things would be different if they entered a forest. Although the hussars would lose a lot of mobility if they entered the forest, the same could be said for the sky demons. This was definitely their best shot at survival. Zosk smirked. Who would have known that this boy was also well-versed in battle on land? "Hussars! We'll shake off these damn monsters!" roared Zosk. "To the north! We'll be entering the nearest forest!" "Yes, Commander!" For two